All right, we're gonna build a two-way table now. So I like to go like number but at a time. So it can be overwhelming to try and read the whole thing. So let's just go piece at a time. So first I have the 166 children. Okay. So where does that go in my table? Good, yeah. That's my total amount. Okay. We're asked whether they had read or what. So before I keep reading, just that means I know that these two numbers, right, are going to have to add to 166. And these two numbers are going to have to add to 166. Oh, you can't see. I forgot I'm not on the document camera. These two are going to have to add to 166, and these two are going to have to add to 166. Do you guys notice my new cord? Isn't it easier to see than when I use the document camera, at least? No? Can you not remember what it used to look like? Well, I'll show you. That's what it used to look like, zoomed in. But I got a new fancy cord for our last unit. Look how pretty. Thank you. Yeah, it was worth my 25 bucks. Huh?
That's not a screen share.
A screen share? I don't have an Apple TV. That's just an old projector. So it's probably like a screen share with a cord. I don't know. Anyway, they were asked if they had watched or read at least one Harry Potter book or seen one Harry Potter movie. Okay, 62 hadn't read any of the books. Now hold on. Does that 62 have anything to do with movies at all? No. So it's not going to be, it's just in one of my totals for read the books, right? They hadn't read any books. So we don't care if they've watched a movie or not. So that means I know it's going to have to go here. Does that make sense? How could I get this number then? Yeah, Trina? Perfect. Subtract the 62 from the 166. So technically, that number I didn't get from the story, but if I understand how the two-way tables work, right, it's not that hard to get. Does that make sense? Okay, good. Okay, all the new packets right there on the counter. Okay. All right. Here's the 39. Take a guess where the 39 goes. Had read and watched at least one movie. Thank you. Yeah, there you go. Okay, hold on. Let's stop there. Are there any other numbers in the table I could get now before I read any more? Yeah? How many didn't watch the movie but still read a book, right? It's all subtraction. Does that make sense? It's all subtraction. So if I take the 104, which is the total that have read the book, I take away that 39, then I can get the rest of that column there. So 65. Good. Anything else? Any other numbers I know without reading anymore? Yeah, Maddie? 62 minus what?
Oh, never mind. I put in the number.
Oh, you put in more info. Yeah. No, that's good. It means I'm moving too slow. Am I moving too slow? Can we? Okay. Zach says yes, dramatically too slow. Okay, the next one. 97 had watched the movie. So notice that doesn't have anything to do with the book at all, right? So that one's going to go here. And 4 had never read or watched anything about Harry Potter. Those poor kids. So anything highlighted in pink, I got from the story, right? But the other numbers, it's all just a bunch of subtraction, right? Okay, so this one, if I do 166 minus 97, and then 62 minus the 4, and I get here. How are we doing, okay? So far, so good? Any questions? Okay, so now let's go, now that we have our info, and answer our probability questions. Determine the probability that a randomly selected student has read the book. Okay, what's my total going to be for this? You got it, 166. Next time we're going to do what's called conditional probability, where we learn when we have to change the total on the bottom of our fraction, but for today, it's always the same for each problem, right? It's just the total number of students or people surveyed, okay? Now, for favorable outcomes, I want to know that a randomly selected student has read the book. Notice the word movie's not in there at all, so we don't care anything about the movie, just read the book. So how many go there? What do you think? How many, we don't care about the movie or not, but how many have just read the book? Maddie?
Would it be the 65?
Nope, good guess. Because we don't know if they've read the movie or not. Maya? 104. Good. Do you notice because the word movie's not in there, we don't care if they've watched the movie or not. Does that make sense? Okay. And then you can divide those out. Move your decimal place. I got 62.7%. On your homework, you'll notice some of the questions ask for the unreduced fraction. That's talking about this. It's the only time I don't care if you reduce your fractions, because it actually gives me more information to keep them with the total. So not reducing is better, right? And then some of the questions on your homework ask for the percent, okay? Let's try another one. What is the probability that a randomly selected student has not watched any of the movies?
62.
Nope.
69.
69. The 62 is had not read any of the books. Does that make sense? I want you to try D&E on your own, but here's my hint I'm going to give you. You ready? Here's my hint. One of those is an or, and one of them is an and. So I want you to see if you can try D&E on your own. One of them should have the U, and one of them should have the upside down U. Okay? One of them is an or, and one of them is an and. Has read the books but hasn't watched a movie.